Electrochemistry. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Look, I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Stop. I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
How do I even see things? Okay, that makes sense. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Disco-ass blazer. Guess I'll wear it, huh? I am not very smart. I don't know if I used to be at some point, but it's gone. One shoe. Half helpful. I guess there's no harm in wearing one shoe for a while. I feel like that would be more of an impediment than wearing 0 shoes. But my head isn't exactly screwed on straight right now anyway, so... Empty cassette case. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Atenia's single smallest church in Saint-Seine? I don't know how I'm even supposed to pronounce that, must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The title says the song was recorded in 43. Oh god. Somebody's made a mess.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
What happened?
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing?
Something you've done before.
I'll try and assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
I appear to be looking through my own palm.
The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I don't need it. I don't need anyone.
The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
Trouser time. Flat cut trousers -1 savoir-faire, +1 electrochemistry. It half speaks my language, it half does not. These are the two that I specifically am identifying with today.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Get the keys.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
One would hope. Else I'm somewhat trapped. Though I'm not convinced that's how hotel doors work. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. White satin shirt, good for conceptualization, which is nice.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
It looks as though the sink is just constantly pouring hot water, which is an energy nightmare in multiple ways. This place is going to close down if they don't sort that out.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. With all the synapses you've extinguished, it's a miracle you can even think this sentence. You've interrupted a true act of self-annulment here.
I'm going to wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, like make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
How bad could it be?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm sure everything's fine.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I'm gonna wipe the mirror.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it, the face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
God, I don't know. It's indescribable.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I don't want to know.
Good call. Go ahead and try something if you like. Or, stop staring into the mirror.
I don't think I'm going to be able to figure out what in my brain is causing me to make this face because I am not a smart individual. But despite my blistering electrochemistry, I'm apparently also not requisitely electrochemical to have a good shot at this, but I'm going to try and stop making this face.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Well, let's keep banking on minor neurological miracles. I'm going for this 3%. I want to figure out why I'm making the face.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
That's all I was expecting. Well, that doesn't seem to want to open. An ominous, mysterious door in my odd suite. I mean, I presume it just connects to another room, right? They tend to, but the lack of flavor text is oddly enticing. Okay, here we go.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
I'm pretty sure the trousers I just put on are going to make this more difficult. Hang on. Just let me nude up a little. Not having taken my savoir-faire away from me when I need to grab this tie.
This fan has two chain pull switches.
See, look at
One
that.
ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. You can take it. Just breathe in slowly. This is not a real heart attack. This is a joke. It's probably just your lungs or your esophagus. The esophagus does practically nothing.
Wasn't a real heart attack, everybody. It's okay, I'm going to pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie. with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
I don't know if the light's meant to be on. I presume if it is on, then I'll turn it off and not be able to see. If it's off, turning it on is not going to help because I feel like I can see. I feel like I should turn the tape player off. Oh, I should probably put my trousers back on before I try and leave the room, huh? Okay. So how's my brain looking? Oh, it's a mess. I got a messy brain. 8 electrochemistry. Savoir-faire is 2? I suppose it's taking the penalty from my trousers. I just want to be disco, though. At high levels, it will make you the king of cool, which is as much to say the most stylish douchebag in Rabbit Hole. Maybe I don't want that. I definitely don't run the risk of it right now from my position of 2 points. 2 points. Okay. What do we got? Looks like a calendar. The calendar says it's March, the year is 51. Which makes that tape that tape whose case I picked up relatively recently recorded. That's neat. Something on the table. Coins? Coins! Real money. I know I talked some shit about my shoe, but my foot is cold. And I have to presume this leads to the balcony. Interesting looking place. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Nice, got my other shoe.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Oh, so I automatically put on any article of clothing I find, seemingly. Maybe that's just now? Or maybe that's just if I am otherwise naked on that part of my person. Although frankly that decision falls to me. I reject this lack of respect for my autonomy. I'm not attempting to rhyme right now. Sometimes it just happens accidentally.
Hello, officer.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot, NPC.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay. Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
It seems like it would necessitate a lot of drinking to take the memory of my entire career out of my brain, but to be honest with you, I don't have any better alternative suggestions. I do have an attempt at a suggestion, though. I don't think it's one I want to make. I don't think I want to make the expression of this woman right now. Maybe we'll loop back to this one when we're less, let's just say disgusting.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Okay.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions?
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Okay, wait, I have some questions.
Yes?
You said they had a problem with the police. What's the problem with the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
And where exactly is here?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, like, where is the hostel?
We are in Revachol.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
You're kind of by my room. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Uh-huh. Any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was it this cassette I found a case for?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also, that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, it sounded like winded. But did you mean it in like a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
I knew it. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Sounds like you were in some real fundamental pain there, muscle man.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Speaking of 5, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
Could you put a number on the current century for me?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. and this is the current one.
Okay, well, how many unnumbered named centuries have there been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
I don't know, there's the whole thing of Gandhi being super aggressive when it gets to the nuclear stage. I guess that's not really funny, that's actually just kind of messed up. You can go now, dismissed.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Yeah, arguable. Not actually true, she was very helpful. Just not exactly sure what it is specifically that I need help with. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray, it's still smoking.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter, I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I'll make it priority 1.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man, a mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Massive bonuses. Oh, okay. Similarly locked to my ensuite mystery door. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Revachol is pronounced Revachol. Oranje is pronounced Oranje. Glacier is pronounced Glacier. I've been playing this game on Nintendo Switch for a while, and I don't ever think I've seen clarification of the pronunciations of the places on the loading screens, and I feel like I would have done because the loading screens on Switch are minutes long. That's really weird. Maybe I'm just that unobservant. What's my perception at? This isn't me, this is a character in a video game. 3, nonetheless. Still not good. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
When it comes to it, what should I sing?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
This is a very well-written game. Everything that happens is kind of just being compared to a main playthrough I'm doing with a completely different character, which is why this one has such stupid stats. But I've already got stuff that I hadn't encountered in my first playthrough, and got information about stuff that I didn't know in that one that now is making me want to go back to that one as well. I don't know how you keep track of something this nebulous. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Well, I'm gonna have to replace the song. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is walking. No Safed. Neat. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. The door is bolted, a sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 p.m. Which is a ways off. It is 8:39. This Royal Pinball machine is unplugged. A sign reads mess hall reserved for union members, doors open, 4 p.m. Just taking a quick look around before I engage in conversations with people. A bottle of rum has been knocked over, beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Sign? Summer door closed for the winter. That makes sense. I mean, I'm not necessarily familiar with the concept of having a summer door that's only open in summer, but every generation hyphenates the way it wants to.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, okay. That's how you feel.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
We shake those.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Ooh, I am a low concept individual. I don't really know my name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
I haven't yet.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yeah, the police. I am aware I am a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
No.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
It's been like 8 seconds
It
since
is
we started
obvious
speaking.
he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
Don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do.
Okay, let's go.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Oh. Magic inaccessible interactables. In the cordoned off cafeteria. You can't do this to me! Pain. Sadness washes over my soul.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41?
I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, he's handed the number over on a piece of paper.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
What?
it's your turn.
Uh-oh, questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Yeah, okay, So where's the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
And who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Oh, it sounds like he killed him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard, the prey drive says.
Did you kill him, God?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through.
Did you kill Sylvie?
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
I am not entirely convinced.
That's a real pity.
If you didn't kill Sylvie, why did she go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Oh, God. You're not helping yourself. Fine.
Extra fine.
Okay. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Wow. That's impressive. That's really cool. That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
I don't know you shit.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
Sounded like extortion to me.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
What do I even know this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
I have 40 pence.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, brain damaged?
Wow! Oh my god, can I go back to putting this man under arrest? I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Why do I need it?
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer.
Oh, that sounds like a great deal.
If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
Alright.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
That didn't go so well. But that's all good.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Yeah, I'm no sweetie, look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
It's Whirling in Rags Cafeteria. It's on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
She looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure you. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first May bells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Is this going to seem like I'm stopping to think very long and hard about this? I just need to be right back though. I'll be 1 second. Well, that was annoying. Okay. What regime are we living under? Let's have a look. These are all aggressively specific. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So, how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
So, what about the revolution?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What's that got to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Fair enough. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I guess I should probably go now. It's been like a while, huh?
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
It was very sweet. I still did just teased by these coins forever.
Yes?
Okay, I guess I could speak to him. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
I mean, we'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have like conversations with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with like advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Go on.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
I give up.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You're in glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard, completely uncopped material. if you say so yourself.
I'm not gonna say that. That sounds horrendous. That's like the most offensive sounding thing I've ever heard in my life somehow. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You should know that I actually can't remember anything now.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I have to repeat it. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking deep neurological damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Oh. No, I'm good. Let me take a look at that. Kim suggested you call the station Lazareth in order to sort out your health issues. You can use his motor carriage to make the call. Lazareth. Never encountered that term in my life. Also, I think, presumably the reason it was showing me different stuff, and oh my god, that's so fast, that would have been like 2 whole minutes on the Switch. I think the reason it wasn't showing me the pronunciations on the Switch version, if it actually wasn't, is because that version, like, was released after the voice acting was included, where this presumably had those pronunciations written out from a time when it wasn't necessarily always voiced when it come up. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street what the fuck? The street sign, there we go, reads "fuck the police." Learn to speak and I'll get that. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I don't know why I asked you that, because I don't think I do actually need directions, but I probably should at least figure out what you know about the dead body, right?
Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
Yo, where the milkshake brings all the boys? Not a good time for him to do it, it'll smell like a corpse.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Well, that's good.
No problem.
What's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
The street sign says fuck the police.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
That's alright, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. Good to meet you, just a gardener. I'm Dad.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
And I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
I want those gloves. I'm pretty sure last time it did that I walked away with those gloves. I'm grieving them now. Maybe I can still get them.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just
I'm supposed to be in
a few
RP
days
mode.
ago.
I'm not supposed to know I can get these gloves. I don't even remember if I can.
Me? I am working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank
Okay.
you. My head...
Oh, I didn't mean to step on what you were saying, but we're still living a gloveless existence. It's a sad and sorry state of affairs simultaneously. Wouldn't recommend it, but we'll get there, maybe. Maybe not those gloves, we'll get some gloves. As long as there's gloves. This book has a rose epistle and a half-naked dame on its cover. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This is a book about pate! This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about boyadero culture? It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. The book says you must detain a Franco-Nigerian hardbody at the nearest gym. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Is that a grabbable thingy or just a... Okay, if I had a bag, I think it would be. Alas, bagless, gloveless, sad to roundabout north. To Capeside Apartments, Martinez Pier. Just taking a look around. Broken window? Tibbs has windows. I do have a broken window. I don't own the property, but I did throw a shoe through it, so... Maybe I should be trying to get in touch with whatever a Tibbs is. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. See, that's what I was just saying. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Oh, there's a bag now. I got that so much later when I did this. Well, you know, I'm not all the way through this. But I'm in one of those situations again where I keep referring to my main file, which is always a situation I hate being in. It's not something I like doing, but it's difficult to think in terms that kind of don't account for the fact that I've done certain things before. My point with this ramble being, I didn't get that bag until like day 2. And kind of presumed it just wasn't there to begin with. Guess I just wasn't looking. This guy's been kicked out of every joint in Revachol. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Oh, this guy's not even conversable. He just says stuff. Music's my life, man, hick. Well, there you go. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. An ancient fountain, it doesn't pump water anymore, there's a tree in it. Neat. Okay, car time.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Really? This is Kim's car, right? I've been hanging out with this guy for like over an hour now. In fact, I think he was in the whirling in rags before I even left my room. Why is his car still hot?
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Where do we go? Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Kupris Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
Okay. What is a motor carriage?
A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century.
Yeah, but no one wants to tell me what the century's called.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I'm gonna take the tools.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I will have the pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
And chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
And finish me off with the torch.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
I kinda need to figure out, or at least report my badge missing, but I don't want to get yelled at right now. I'm gonna tap on the preheater gauge for the fuel.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
I love how much Kim loves his car. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Okay, enough stalling, it's radio time.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Hi Alice, this is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. It's nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I was told I need to connect to my station, the 41st Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure, but can you tell me about myself? As in, who am I?
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Wait, both? That sounds bad.
Yep.
No wonder I'm in so much pain. I feel like I've been damaged. But I still feel pretty good. I could probably take a lot more damage.
Yes, positive thinking is a well-known cure-all. My suggestion is to exercise a lot.
I didn't want to say the first one because I feel like it would have caused me either morale or physical damage. I can't sustain a lot of morale damage.
He sounds very careless about it all. Positively breezy.
So what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
Uh-oh.
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol, too.
I think I've lost my entire memory.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised. Okay, anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Sort of. But by God, does it burn in your chest.
Yeah.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yeah, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D.
I took vitamin D
Our station
today.
is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
That man was particularly unsympathetic to my woes, but that's okay. It's only his job. I need you to connect me to a civilian called Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, paper.
Change of plans. Her number.
Wait, but the... Oh, wait. What? I'm not entirely sure what choice I'm being presented with here. Am I going into flirtation mode? I don't know if that's what this is.
What do you mean, officer? I'm not Sylvie.
Can it connect me to you, though, is what I should have said.
Oh, did you hear that? Pure lust. She's a wild one.
Oh, no.
Throw her a curveball. See if she's down to party.
Do you like to party, Alice?
Sir, you're already connected to the 57 precinct.
I think that's a no.
Odd. She didn't sound menopausal. Must be frigid or something. Oh well.
You didn't tell me electrochemistry was a weird misogynist. The fuck?
Sir, how can I help you with your investigation?
Hey, Kim, didn't Gar give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Sylvie, I believe we've met before. It's me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
I don't know about that. Do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime?
No, absolutely not.
Well, there you go. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who did?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
They used the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Why didn't you call? Didn't the corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
I meant us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Kim, is she speaking the truth? Is the Union the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Sorry, I've not been drinking water. This is bad. I am the authority here.
Okay.
Well, she didn't want to challenge my authority, so that's nice. It's not like I, have any, really. Two, apparently. But, you know, we don't need to be authoritative to be respected by everybody. I mean, we do. Actually, no. There are various reads on that sentence. Some people will respect us despite a lack of a high authority stat, is the slightly more accurate, less ambiguous wording of what I was attempting to say. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Which others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Okay. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on.
Why did you quit?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
Okay. I won't push you on it.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
I apparently lack the requisite self-awareness to
I do hope so. Please
realize that it was me.
Don't call me again. Bye.
Oh, she hates me. Damn. Just hit me with the whole puddle of mud. Everything's so blurry now.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Oh god, the badge. I forgot about the badge. Yeah, could you connect me to the 41st precinct?
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Hey, it's me here. I work at your station.
10-4. What's your status? Over.
It's not good.
10-18. 10-20. Over.
Can you just talk human to me? These numbers are meaningless.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9. Repeat message. Over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. It's gone.
10-4. Message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Can we just move on? I just want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Thank you.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
Why do you sound like every Venture Bros henchman?
What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost
Except
his
for
what now?
the two, named henchmen. Numbered henchmen.
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Didn't you glue your eyes shut earlier and now you're making fun of me?
Lost a badge.
Look, enough. I've other things to discuss here.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun?
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it, I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
I'm going to die of no morale. I'm fucked. I think I'm just gonna die in the street.
The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the pythons on your arms. You are a gun. The biggest one in the world.
Wait, I can maybe set him. Keep your morale up. Damage -1. Wait. I've sustained volition damage. Is that what I'm seeing? If I put a point in this, I only have 1 point. I don't want to put it in this just so I don't die, right? But we'll see. Like, I don't even know if getting to 0 morale kills you. It has not happened to me with either of them, so trick question. I'm a martial artist. My entire body is one big gun.
He says he's a living weapon and we are trying to trick him.
Host in heaven. Did he lose his gun and his mind?
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener. Oh, man.
The Giant of Coco Nur sounds like a freaking cryptid. And this sounds like a King Missile song.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
I woke up this morning and my penis was missing. This happens all the time. It's detachable. Detachable penis. That's such a good song. That's gonna be stuck in my head for months again now.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
See, I could say that I had sex with this person's mother, Im Ash, but I still just fear for the integrity of my morale. Like, imagine if this was my famous last words. If I, on this police radio, said I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night, tell him that. Then they left. I felt embarrassed and died in the street. That is not a good way to go out. And yet, I'm gonna go with the first one. Yes, I lost my wiener too. Just lay off, okay?
He acknowledges your joke and asks you to lay off.
Lay off? Lay off? Tell him we'll lay off when he retrieves the goddamn police property that he has been entrusted with.
Satellite Officer
Yeah, I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
No, I'm done with yous.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Well, that was broadly devastating. How do I even get my morale back up, item-wise? I guess I should equip some of these too, huh? Oh, my double click. Don't seem to have that on grade yet. I picked up Nosafed, right? Did I use it? By accident? Was my Nosafed? Ah. Alright. That's a little weird. Okay, necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Was my Nosafed? Oh. Well, I was briefly experiencing a thought, but it's fleeting. Yeah, there we go. Stop. Between those trucks down there, smokes. Go get them. Wait, which trucks down where? These? What the fuck? I never saw any of this. So that's a tool, right? Yeah, it's a tool.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Okay.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Neat. So, I still don't know where my Nosafed went. I also should potentially have asked about the repercussions of smoking the cigarette, but as we can see, it's raised my intellect stuff and lowered my health, so that's all good.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island.
Oh no, not right now, it doesn't. Huh. I mean, I already have a lot of physical instrument. I'd probably prefer to go for the conceptualization over it. -1 to suggestion is not good, because I don't really have any. So, we'll try it like this for now, because being able to suggest people into things is definitely useful. Well, we've got 366. We only need, what, like 90? And it's 20 to 11. Okay. The lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Coins. Just cleaning up all the coins off the street. Oh, magnesium? So where's that gone? Because that should have gone where the nosefed should be, right? I don't... Is this handled differently on the Switch, or am I just losing my mind? Most able-bodied something. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. If going anywhere, it should be towards the corpse, right? Rue de Songes Lane 8B.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Huh. I'm not seeing anything that correlates with it. I tried to make a mental note of something earlier. The person who was responsible for manufacturing. So I can just click them here to use them. That makes sense. I don't know how I got so twisted up in my head about that. I think it's because they're on like, they're on directional buttons on the Switch. It's very confusing, and I use them by accident a lot.
You see
which
a set
I'm
of
not keen on.
tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred, and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Then why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think.
There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. Despite my recent consumption of a cigarette, I'm not going to be able to pass this. I'll try.
No. These tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Someone sweeps these streets? Could have fooled me. What's that? Big old bin. The letter R was a crown, on the ribbon below, a light above descending. Okay. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. More magnesium? Nice. Definitely gonna need that for speaking to these kids. Because they're very mean. And I'm very weak. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Oh, I can't get there, huh? It's through here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Huh. What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Then why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
If you say so. Can't argue with that. Don't have the capacity to do so. The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Okay.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
Come
What
on!
do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
A whole canister of magnesium just to misinterpret some footprints. Absurd.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or...
Borrowed, Kim.
Did someone say pry bar?
Fuck yeah, pry bar.
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
I'm gonna need someone to go to jail for this apostrophe. Or... pry bar.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
We'll see, we'll see. It's not impossible. I'm wearing the appropriate vest.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid force time isn't happening.
Getting terrible rolls on
you jam
everything.
the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
Fuck.
What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help break its resistance. Utter the power words.
I don't think it's gonna help. The fuck kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
I'm gonna hang from the pry bar with all of my weight.
There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
I'm not about to break a toe on this. I'm just gonna leave.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
But I wanted to use the pry bar. I feel like I'm losing out on something by not using the pry bar. What the fuck?
You are. The pry bar is quite satisfying.
I almost died from not using a pry bar efficiently and being sad about
it. We should get the keys.
What do you mean? I need to address this morale situation. It is bad. Like, I need more. Huh. I mean, I could try again. I could put a point into physical instrument and try again. I'm going to. I don't want to do that though, because I only have one. Shit. We'll be back. I'll try and pry it open at some point. Perhaps just not right now. Do I talk to fucker shit himself child, or do I look at the body? I think body might be worse for my morale. Actually, I don't know. These are both very bad situations for my morale, aren't they? Maybe just to be allowed to exist. My one current point should be going into freaking dang old volition. Like, will a point in volition immediately correlate to an extra bar in my morale? Because that'd be cool. Shit. I think this kid's gonna kill me, but, you know, we'll try.
Kuno's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, Nappa Kuno!
Hey kid, a word, please business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick!
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop using slurs at my crime scene, that's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig! Shit's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
You got a good hand, kid.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now?
No.
That's it? That's all you've got? No! Got your ass handed to you by the Kuno?
He's swaying from side to side like a vicious rooster.
Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man? You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Is that what that means? Is that what the kids are calling siblings these days? Hey kid, you wanna hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Look, I have some questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Yeah, right there, Kuno. Alright, look. I gotta ask. Oh, sorry, mate. Stretching. Who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Both thumbs, damn. Double thumb confidence.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent, like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Damn, Kuno went in with the VA on that bit. His voice is shredded. Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez.
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
What the fuck, Half-Light? This is a child. See, this percentage is enticingly high. I want to click it. But the wording shut him down is somewhat vague. And I don't want to punch this child in the fucking face. And based on the fact that the fifth option is don't punch him, I get the impression that might be where it goes, but you know. 83, I can't say no to that. Uh-oh. Oh, Christ.
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling.
Okay, we punched a child in the face, moving on.
Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
What?
I think we can have a normal conversation now. Am I right, Kuno?
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
Okay, pig.
Okay, he's no longer wearing his demonic grin. Something happened. The punch made him calmer, possibly a little bit concussed. But maybe we can use that to our incredibly immoral advantage. To get information on this case that he would otherwise have withheld from us because we didn't punch his child face in the face.
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
Alright, so what do you know about the body then?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Fuck, what do we do here?
Pig's choking. He's totally choking.
I'm not fucking choking. Kim, what's going on, man? What do I ask?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Do you know how I got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, Kuno, where were you then?
I don't know. Some fucking
Looking around, trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Alright, ease off, Choom. We're mixing universes here. Where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
You seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
I mean, throwing rocks at a corpse seems pretty fucking suspicious to me, Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
More on this later.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Yeah, you're testing mine. I already punched you in the face once, dude. You playing this yard often?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
You ever climb that ladder on the tree?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So would you say that ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
I fucking hope he's just written Kuno hyphen not acrobat.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Used to?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
That's just nasty, brother. You mean the young woman by the Wellingham rags? The gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
Okay, I was wondering about the trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Someone might have stashed something in there, maybe even a lead?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno?
I don't know, man, because it gave me the option to... Okay, there's a stack of eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
Damn, when you don't have the requisite skills to, like, notice when people are lying to you, you really just don't notice. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Did you just fucking spit on me, Kuno? What the fuck? I reckon I'm good for now with you, cause, yeah.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't care either, man. Alright. I didn't go into that conversation intending to punch the child in the face.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Is this where I get to learn about every direction?
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
I run my fingers through my dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered.
Free coat?
The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
I shake my shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. 2 green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Motherhood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
Perfect.
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder and look farther.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's up there?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
And what's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Not free coat? Specifically unfree coat? How dare you? Well, corpse is getting rained on. I should probably go back to inspect it. I'm gonna wrap this up very shortly, but I think that's where I'm gonna end it, location-wise, is stood next to the thing. As I guess, the most pressing possible reminder that it needs examination upon my return. Lest I somehow forget, despite being the main objective, because it's not impossible. A lot going on up in my brain. A lot of electrochemical interference. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Excuse me, I have the tear bag but no tear. Can I still use the tear machine?
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Good advice.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
Okay, thank you. I need it. I need the magnesium.
Here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Oh, thanks.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
Fair enough.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
I'm not about to spend my life savings on a bottle of Pilsner. That would simply be too stupid a move, especially considering it costs me morale, which I can very ill afford. Lest I, again, die in the street of embarrassment. Which has threatened to happen multiple times so far, and it is not even noon. I suppose she doesn't have anything particularly important to say
Welcome
herself.
to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Yeah, what's that magazine you're reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
And I was being sarcastic. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
And do you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Okay, and what do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
We can put reality on the back burner. It's kind of a specialty of mine. Low on health, put points into endurance. Would that I were. Low on morale. Considerably trickier predicament, it seems. Things are far more dangerous to a person's self-esteem than their actual physical well-being in his immediate vicinity, at least. That's what I seem to be gleaning so far based on the lack of damage my health has taken versus the absolute devastation that has been wrought upon my morale. But as was previously discussed, I'm gonna head back to this body, I'm gonna make a save, and then I'm gonna leave. Very nice rain. It is so nice being able to see this on, you know, not a Switch. I'm really glad I got this on Switch, but I cannot recommend it because it is a very janky port, which to some extent is maybe understandable. This game is doing so much behind the scenes, I think, but like there are some bad frame rates, appalling load times, a lot of crashes to desk, the audio breaks up sometimes. But the way this game is structured, like, it works incredibly well as kind of a pick up and put down for me at least, so I don't regret it. But I also don't regret then making a subsequent purchase of the PC version to do the second run that I'd been intending to do, because there is a huge quality of life improvement here, which is definitely making any bits that are direct retreads of stuff I've already done where my character's different build this time isn't changing it considerably more tolerable and enjoyable, you know? Anyway, we're at the body. And at some point, we will subject it to examination. But that point is not right now. Huh. Different year, huh? Strange. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay. If you're not, I really hope you feel better soon. At least less bad, you know. I'll be back. Look after yourself.